Hey everybody, it's Eggnog here, your everyday LEGO Star Wars enthusiast, and let's take a little moment to talk about inevitability. It's inevitable that the sun will rise in the morning and set at night. Even more inevitable than that is Thanos from Avengers Endgame. But I think the most inevitable thing is that LEGO will always have a Luke's landspeeder on store shelves. In order to celebrate this inevitability, we're going to be taking a look at LEGO set 75271. Luke Skywalker's land speeder. And before we hop into the review, I'm just going to say this set runs you about 30 bones USD. Okay, so the first figure included in this set is your simple farm boy Luke Skywalker. And we just got the classic Luke Skywalker hair, a really classic simple face. If we flip that around real quick, we'll see that the other side of the face is just a little bit more concerned. Not a huge difference though. I mean, his mouth goes from like straight but a little bit up to straight but a little bit down. But I guess it's still nice to get that double face printing. Just that, oh, if I can find it, classic Luke torso chest. He's got that waist printing that goes right into the leg printing, which I'm always a big fan of. I think it looks great. Got a little belt on the back here. Just a real simple print, just continues that belt, and we got a little like neckline up there, I guess. And this figure has got some some printing there, just kind of represent his boots. Nothing on the arm printing, just hands. Very simple figure, nothing exclusive about it. We've been seeing plenty of Farm Boy Lukes recently, but the exclusive thing is this little poncho here, this sort of cape type deal. And this is the only set you can get that in. It's neat. I mean, it's just like a piece of cloth with a hole in it, but it does make this figure in some sense exclusive, which is always nice. The next figure included in this set is C-3PO, and I got a little dust on his leg, so he's been sitting down for a while in my collection, but just your classic C-3PO. He's got that good head mold, really accurate, some printing on the eyes to make it look a little better. Good chest mold, real accurate. You can see all those wires. That waist printing connects to the torso, looks pretty good. Although there should be two lines and there's only one, so it looks a little weird, but it's okay. The leg printing is great. It's not even. I know that's how it's in the movie, but it's a little weird. It's not, like, it doesn't line up. Like, this line here doesn't line up with that, but I don't really care. We got his one gold leg and his one silver leg, real accurate. Nothing on the side. Again, the back printing is very nice, very detailed, and just a good gold figure, real nice. And, I mean, again, C-3PO is one of those figures you get a lot, so this is not super exciting, not really exclusive. The final figure included in this set is a Jawa. He's got a classic brown hood. He's got mini legs. They can't move or anything. They're not that like that one they've been doing with the Harry Potter sets recently that can move. I forget what those are called. But you can see here, he's just got a nice little chest print. I can't tell over here if it's fading. I don't know if you guys can see that. It almost looks like my print is fading off a little bit, but you know, doesn't really matter. I have plenty of Jawas anyway. But just a good little print. He's got two little like bandolier type deals. He's got some, looks like some little carrying pouches. He's got that classic Jawa face print, dark with the little eyes. Some simple back printing, just kind of wrap those bandoliers or whatever you call them around his chest. A good figure. I am confused though, because in older Jawas we got a totally different chest printing, which I honestly prefer a lot more. I think this like almost bright, really bright brown, or maybe even like a really dark orange kind of color they use for this one's torso just doesn't fit right, so I prefer this one. But again, I mean, Jawa, nothing special about it, but I guess it's nice to get. You know, they're a big part of episode 4. So right here I have all the figures that come in this set, and I'm just not too fond of the figure selection here. I know it's a cheaper set, but I still think one more figure could have done a lot more justice to this. Maybe if they added like a Tusken Raider or an old Ben Kenobi, I think it would have rounded it out better. None of these characters are special in any way. I guess this cape here technically makes this Luke Skywalker exclusive, but it's just not enough for me, and this character selection kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth. So before we can get into the land speeder, we first have to talk about this little side build here, and I've never been particularly fond of side builds, and I'm again not particularly fond of this. I just don't think it's necessary. It's just there so LEGO can justify the $30 price point on a set that should be $20. But this is a little cave for your Jawa. It uses some nice texture. It's got some cheese slopes and a bunch of slope pieces to look nice. And I like the colors. I mean, it looks very deserty, and it's not just one color, which is nice. It's got a little clip here. You can hold your Jawa's little, not really a blaster, I forget what it's called, but, you know, to stun the droids. It, like, shoots electricity. And he can fit in there, and he kind of looks good. I mean, a little hard to fit in there. You can take the roof of this cave off. I don't know if it was designed to be like that. In fact, I don't think it was. But it's just kind of hard to get your fingers in there. But, yeah, it was. So it definitely wasn't designed to do that. It's got a little, like, shrub piece here. I mean, maybe it's some nice aesthetic. I mean, if you have a big Tatooine mock, I guess you could, like, fit this in somewhere. But for me, it's just a big waste of potential, I guess. I mean, this is just there so LEGO can up that price point. So, I mean, I'm not too fond of it, and I don't think a lot of people are, but who knows, maybe it's your thing. Next, we can move into the land speeder here, and I will say, I know this set didn't need to be made. We've gotten so many land speeders, but I would definitely say that this is the best one, at least in my opinion, that I can think of that's come out recently. So let's just start up here with the sides. This is a sticker piece, which it hasn't always been. I don't think it ever was. It's the first time they did stickers. And honestly, it looks nice and it's accurate, but I preferred the old way where they used those two pieces. I just thought it was more of a unique building process. Sure, this might look better, but one, it's stickers, and I'm not too fond of stickers because, as you can see there, they're not lined up perfectly or anything. I've always been bad at putting on stickers. But two, it's just not as Lego as the older ones. But it looks better. It's a better display, and I like this little splotcher red there. Kind of blends in. Next, we got the top, and another small gripe I have here is the way this is built. This like this part here, or like a grill. I know that's not what it is, but it's kind of what it reminds me of. Just like kind of is peeking out over that, and it's not this way on the bottom side. It's because the way they built it, it's got some studs like this, you know, so they're like facing up. So it's not being built on sideways. So the way it just fits on, just leaves a little overlap there. Nothing huge, it's nothing, but I just thought I'd point it out. So right here, really simple, but it really conveys that sort of engine, I think it is right here. We got some nice detail here with those smooth pieces. They have names, but I forget. A little ice skate here to represent some technology sticking out, which I actually think adds a really nice touch. I like that little dollop of silver on the front of the ship. I think it adds some nice detail and just makes it a little bit fun. Makes it funner to look at, you know. Windshield piece is nice. I don't like this gap here and this gap here. I know there's not really a piece that could have done that better, but I just think it looks a little bad. The windshield piece is great. In the interior, you can see a little sticker piece there and a handle. We got a steering wheel. I really love these seat builds here. I think they're really simple, but they look really nice, and they fit your characters comfortably, and I'll show you guys that pretty soon. The engines look good. It's a new build. They're not using that old engine piece that they used to, and I think this looks a lot better. Plus, you can make this side different. This side's got this like kind of gap missing to make it look a little more beat up, which I love. I always like that aesthetic of that kind of beat up technology Star Wars has. And you got another sticker piece here, just revealing some wires and stuff. The top one is nice. It's got this cool connection. I really like how they did this. It comes down and it just clicks up, and it looks real good. Again, like the color, a couple, like 2 stickers there, which is not nice. I do think this set uses a little too many stickers, but once you put them all on, I would say it's worth it. Because, I mean, it looks good. It's probably the best displayable play set, Luke's Landspeeder. I know we just got the UCS one, which definitely takes the cake for that. But this one works well for being $30. Over here, we got a clip where you can put Luke Skywalker's blaster rifle that he uses when he's like, you know, he's going to go like look at the Tusken Raiders before he gets ambushed and saved by Obi-Wan. Again, another sticker piece there. I'm just now realizing how many sticker pieces there are. And for me, that definitely lessens the quality of this build to me. And I know I just said at the beginning that this was my favorite Luke's landspeeder, but I think after this I might have to go take a look at some of the past ones, because I'm starting to realize how many stickers there are, and I'm not a big fan of that. A nice little play feature. This can kick up, and you got a little thing that comes off here, and you got some binoculars, a little storage space. You can put whatever you want in there, and it just goes back on real nice. It kind of connects to that, which I think looks really good, but on the bottom, you just got those little rounded off pieces, so it can kind of glide around. You know, you can, Luke Skywalker can rush back to his home to find that the stormtroopers have commit war crimes by burning his aunt and uncle alive. That was messed up. On the back here, just some little those grill slopes to kind of represent an engine. Just nice little detail everywhere. Although it is unfortunate that a fair amount of that detail does come from sticker pieces. So as you can see here, I got C-3PO and Luke sitting in here. They're gonna go find R2-D2, and they look good in there. Again, I think those seats look really nice, and when they're in there, I mean, it looks good. You could definitely display it as long as you put those stickers on good. And I mean, I know I just kind of ragged on this set for like 3 minutes, but I think it's good. And for $30, sure, the character selection is a little bit bad, but it's a very iconic vehicle. And if you don't already have one, which I mean is unlikely, they've been pumping these things out a lot lately. But if you don't have one, you can't go wrong with this. I think it's a good part of any original trilogy fans' collection, and honestly, I've enjoyed it sitting on my shelf for a while now. So I'm not gonna give this one like my quality seal, but I'd consider it. It's not anything heinous, whatever that word is. I hope you liked that review. I really thank you for watching, and I've been Eggnog, your everyday LEGO Star Wars enthusiast, and once you go rushing home back to see if Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru are okay, after that I hope you join me in the next review.